Good afternoon everyone. Today I am here to deliver a lecture on my topic, structure of a switch. So as we all know, switching is basically something which establishes connection between two parties so that they can talk to each other. The first switch is a crossbar switch. The basic problem with a crossbar switch is that if n people are communicating with n people, then we need n square number of cross points. And these cross points are made up of different switches, so it becomes costly to use a crossbar switch, because as the number of users will increase, the number of cross points will also increase. So to solve this problem, we developed the concept of multi-stage switching, where you can see that there are three stages of crossbars, different crossbars, and capital N number of users have been divided into small blocks of n, and n by n crossbars are in first stage, k crossbars are in second stage, and n by n crossbars are in the third stage. Now the basic advantage of this switch is that the total number of cross points needed will be 2kn plus kn by small n whole square, and whereas the cross points in a single stage switch are n square. So let us say that for the value of capital N 200, the total number of cross points will be 40,000 will be for crossbar switch employing single stage switching, and around 2,000 cross points. So you can see there is a switch advantage ratio, a very high switch advantage ratio if we are using a multi-stage switch. This is the Claus criterion. According to Claus criterion, we can make a non-blocking switch by keeping this value of n is equals to under root n by 2, keeping the middle stage switches as k must be greater than 2n minus 1, and the number of cross points will come around to be 4n under root 2n minus 1. This is a similar question which can be solved using the Claus criterion. The students have to calculate the different values for n, k, and the number of cross points, and thus they can make a switch out of it. Now next is a very interesting topic which is known as Banyan switch, and as you can see there is a Banyan switch over here. So we will see how this switch works. See, first we have divided this, that the upper path has been assigned a value 0 and the lower path has been assigned the value 1 in all the stages. So we need to do this only. Write 0 above and 1 at the bottom, 0 above, 1 at the bottom, 0 above and 1 at the bottom. One thing is to be noticed that the total number of users on the left side are also 8 and on the right side are also 8. So we need to know that this 0, 1, 2, 3, these are the first inlets of the 4 switches, and these 1, 3, 5 and 7, these are the second inlets of the left switches, and on the right we can have simple 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the self-routing concept is that suppose the packet name is 4, so you will calculate its binary equivalent, that is 100. Now since we remember that 1 takes the bottom path, so the cell is taking bottom path. The next value is 0, so it will take the upper path, so it takes the upper path here, and the next value is again 0, so it will take the path, and thus it can reach. Now sometimes path contention occurs when two packets are traveling through the switch and they somehow happen to get stuck at a particular point. Just like we can see, the binary equivalent of 4 is 011 and of 5 is 101. So 4 packet will take the bottom stage, and this one will, 5th will also take the bottom stage, and as they move forward, you can see that there is a path contention. So in order to solve this problem of path contention, now first we should note that this leads to performance degradation. See, if these packets are traveling and the path contention occurs, the multiple packets will get lost, which will degrade the throughput of the system. The solution is a batcher sorter, by which what we can do is, based on the number, based on their destination, we have sorted them. See, you can see that these are sorted over here. Now they can easily travel without any contention. Thank you so much.